Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We're back officially. Okay, guys, welcome in. Sorry for the multitude of live streams today, but to be honest with you, I had an ISP issue, which I had them reset, and thankfully things are much, much, much better. So, uh, we will just dive in. Let me just go ahead and delete some of these fucking extra live streams that have been here on this channel now. There's like 8 of them. Incredibly annoying. So I do apologize for that. It's not really my fault though, so I won't apologize too hard. Um, so let me just take care of that really fast. And then let me throw on a live stream thumbnail so that this is not shit. We are so back. I just needed them to reset. I think what happened was we had an issue with we've had some storms in my area, and I think my I just needed to call Spectrum and have them reset. So I also just decided to lay down and let it like simmer itself. So should be good. Yeah, let me just confirm. Where the fuck is this thumbnail? Well, I'll just put this one on for now. All right. So anyway, hello everybody. Sorry for all of that, but I do appreciate your patience. The real ones will not be upset, and I appreciate that very much. On Patreon today, you'll notice, for those of you that are interested in that, Gurren Lagann episode 1-3 and 1-4 are up. Hello, I'm good. Really enjoying Gurren Lagann, by the way. It's like my second anime I've ever seen, I guess. It's been really fun. So I need to do a few things this morning and get some things just locked away and touch base with you on some stuff. First of all, one of the comments, I got one guy. Someone asked if I'm going bald. And to answer your question, possibly. Very possibly I'm going bald. But you know what? To age is a gift. To age even remotely gracefully at all is a gift. So yeah, I have a receding hairline and I am losing some hair. I'm not going bald, but I'm just slowly balding. I would say in the next 10 years, I'll probably be fully bald, yeah. Great question. Thank you very much for asking. There are some people in my life that have unfortunately not made it to my age. And they didn't get to age gracefully. So, anyway, let's see. What am I doing? I'm doing something. I have to like recalibrate my brain right now. What am I doing? Oh, I'm grabbing. That's what I'm doing. All right. Okay. So something really sad happened today. Speaking of sadness, the audio director for Cult of the Lamb passed away, which I feel very sad about. They seem like a young person. I don't know their age or anything, but really, really sad news today. Riverboy really seemed like a prolific composer who was on to many different projects. Seemed like really young. Really, really sad. So I wanted to take a second and just listen to a piece or two from Cult of the Lamb. Before we dive into our regular streaming, let's see. Um, yeah. This isn't a Pilgrim's Passage from Cult of the Lamb. It's so beautiful, you know. It's like really nice, and a lot of what I've listened to on this particular soundtrack has been so, like had that lo-fi quality. It was just very peaceful. So you know, rest in peace to River Boy. It's really sad. And Ariana Johnson. What a bummer. So the game plan is, as always, actually I should change this title so it's obvious what this is. As always, Fridays are Patreon suggestions. But if you'd like to stay and hang out, as always, that is always encouraged and fun. So today we're gonna just go through. Let me just grab this. I'm sort of so frazzled today because of everything. Hey, thanks, Bullet Man. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. All right, we're looking for April, which is, where is it? Yeah, Fridays are always Patreon. Where is this today, guys? I can't find it. It's very strange. Hey, thanks, Keegan. Huh, why isn't this loading up? Hold on one second. Oh, here's April. Okay, I was on the wrong email. So, there were no Traviata tiers on this. Hey, Keegan, thank you. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and toss 2 on there from Guilty Gear. So if you don't mind, hey, Spooky, welcome in. First time on the stream. Appreciate you being here. Just do what I do and type meat into your URL. No, I was in the wrong email. That's why I couldn't see the stuff. So we're going to start today with 2 Guilty Gear tracks. and then we'll move into the usual structure. So I ask for your patience. These need to be taken care of. Okay. So today I'm actually going to do 2 Guilty Gear songs, 2 for the price of 1. We're going to check out Smell of the Game and The Roar of the Spark. And I'm going to be talking about each of these from, the usual, breaking them down, and then taking a look at some of the lore. And then, I'm really looking forward to it. Smell of the Game up first.
That moonlight lake told me this is who you are. My veins are so long, my nails are sharp on the light. That is me. I wonder what that is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new one under you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game.
This is the opening theme. That's so interesting, because the way it starts. So first of all, I'm like this close to starting Guilty Gear Strive. I have to tell you the truth. I've been like really hankering for like a fighting game again. I'm like this close. And the thing I got to say is I love the way that it starts because there's a degree of introspection that happens even though it like kind of hits us in the face right off the bat. And what I really like is that you instantly know what you're getting yourself into right at the beginning. Check this out. So what's really cool to me is that, first of all, yeah, it does have that introduction where it goes, but it's one guitar. And then there is that percussion hit, but it's one guitar. It's a solo journey, right? It's an experience that you as a player, I think, in this opening theme, you as a player have to navigate through on your own, independently of anybody else. It's your journey. It's your focus. It's your responsibility to smell the game. You know what I mean? Your job is to be present and allow yourself to like step into the ring and fight and combat and combat and be victorious. It's your responsibility to get good at the game. And so I like how it's like one single electric guitar to start. I love that. Whoa! Right off the top too, because that symbolizes like flinging into action and almost like a sense of enthusiasm. That wow! It's like joy, you know? And then the break there is cool. That too, there's like such an incredible feeling of confidence in those words, you know? I know who I am, the moonlit lake told me so, my nails sharper than ice, all these other adjectives to describe like the ability to fight, right? It's dope. And then this pullback is really surprising. I wonder what that will prove. It's cool. I wonder what will that prove. It's introspective. It pulls back. The voice is dialed back, muffled almost. There's a sense of like space in that, which is really, really, really cool, because it could just be nonstop push, 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 go. But that really does get boring after a while, like to the ear aurally. So the fact that we dial back, cut it back even after a minute, 50 seconds, it's awesome.
That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new one under you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game.
I like that too, because it's very like, we already know the smell of the game. Leading into that really sets us off to be like, yo, we know how this shit works. You know what I mean? Like, we're here for one purpose and one purpose only. We are determined to fight. We already know what the stakes are. We already know what's going on. I really think that's like so fun. Oh, cool.
Do you know who you are when you speak your words? Don't sound like your own. You're trapped in the toxic created by this world. That is who you are. No silence will say that like my feet and sometimes to wake up. Clothing in kisses on the ground. That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If I lose my wings, I don't need a new one under you. Can't feel a thing, we already know the smell of the game. Remember you are blazing, still your heart is blazing. If the world made you, I don't need a new one under you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game.
I feel like this little corner here where the voice kind of shifts is really interesting, because it feels like it's like, I know. So the first verse of this is, I know who I am. And then this is like, that is who you are. Like, do you know who you are? And there's this almost like it's confrontational, but also, it really, it like almost asks you to dig deep within yourself. And whoever, like, let's say the singer is like narrating the arrival, right, or what have you. Like this moment with the vocals as they are is basically saying like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? Shed all the bullshit around you. And like, can you really step into the ring with me? Can you really fight? I don't think so. You know, and it's like, it like, in some ways, the way that it goes deeper in the voice, it's almost like it's going deeper into the soul itself to be like, yo, pay attention. How are you going to show up? You know what I mean? Are you able to show up? Can you show up? You know what I mean? Rules, standards, guidelines must be kept, so time to wake up. And the crunch in the sound, in the vocal sound, is to say like, these are all bullshit. It's time to step out of the norm, step out of the comfort, and actually show up, right? Can you deviate from the rules and the structures that are in place? Probably not, but you're going to have to in order to actually compete, right? I think that's really cool.
Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game.
This is a cool slowdown. Oh, fun. I really like this slowed down section because, again, the pacing is really... And one of the things I love about Guilty Gear's music in general, at least from Strive's soundtrack, is that everything kind of defies expectation. Each individual piece is a sort of like microcosm of a bunch of different things that come together to showcase... whatever various emotions, obviously. But in this particular case, for an opening theme, it's fun that it has actual, like, like little benchmarks, little signposts where each little section is different. And so it doesn't end up becoming rote, repetitive, or boring because it's constantly changing, right? And this is this like slow introspective guitar where the riff is really fun because it feels like the whole goal of the piece is, yo, can you do this? Like, can you show up? It's actually asking a question to the listener to be like, yo, can you push start and really enter into the ring with all of these, like, you know, incredible characters? Like, can you actually like defy your own expectations and actually be able to like win this battle? I don't know. Can you? It's like, it's kind of fun because it's like, it questions you and it wants you to show up. It's enthusiastic and also kind of scary at the same time. You know what I mean? Fun doubling. That's cool. Huh.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. But they found beauty in the lives of beasts and couldn't lie to themselves about it. And this is no part of the world. But no one can break me. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world after you. My time is my word. Your words will never let me disappear. That is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world after you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the game.
I think like the more time goes on, the more I just admire the fact that we have so much variety in characters, and in this particular opening Smell of the Game is just very it's very welcoming. It's weird. Like it's still the same style that we're used to, this sort of like heavy metal mixed with like prog. Like it's a fascinating piece of music and a fascinating style. And I find it wholly unique, even if it does follow similar structures in each song. But what I really admire and appreciate about it is that it, like, this particular Smell of the Game, like, highlights what it's like to do the thing, to step into the ring and tackle these foes, these dangers, and seeing all the characters too in this particular video actually like is exciting. I think it's time to just play this game, to be honest with you. I think it's time, and listening to this really gave me the understanding that, like, I want to play a game that invites a sense of curiosity and a sense of magic in it almost, you know what I mean? Like a game that isn't just like hit, but that actually like is visually stunning and also it defies the standard protocol for what a fighting game can be. And it seems to me that Guilty Gear is both introspective and you know, kind of paints images of like it questions life, it questions why we do what we do. It seems like it's actually kind of complex. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, but a song like Smell of the Game, with the lyrics as they are, it feels very like it wants to be uncovered, if that makes sense. And I really dug that. I really dug that. Let me see. Actually, I'll skip the roar of the spark. Let me just film something really quick. Today we're going to be checking out Smell of the Game. This is the opening theme of Guilty Gear Strive. I've never heard it before. I'm really excited to hear what it sounds like. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, and I'll edit that out later. All right, and I'll do Roar of the Spark next week. Okay, cool. Now we're going to check out, we're going to move into the Turandot tier of things, as always. And we're going to start with You Have to Burn the Rope, a classic from the golden age of browser games. No, You Are a Hero. Let's check it out.
Congratulations.
Why does it sound like Woodkid?
You managed to kill that boss, you see. The grinning colossus. You're the hero we all wish we could be. You made it through the tunnel. Then you grabbed that fire on the wall. You jumped up above him. Then you burned the rope and saved us all. You burned the rope and saved us all.
Rope and saved us all.
Now you're a hero. You managed to beat the whole damn game.
I love how on the nose the lyrics are.
We're happy you made it, but how are you gonna spend the rest of this day? Maybe watch a video. Maybe press refresh and start again. Now you're a hero. You managed to beat the whole damn game. We're happy you made it, but how are you gonna spend the rest of this day? Maybe watch a video. Maybe press refresh and start again. Yes, it's over now. We didn't want to make a longer game. This is it, I swear it's true. Now you're a hero. You managed to beat the whole damn game. We're happy you made it, but how are you gonna spend the rest of this day? Maybe watch a video. Maybe press refresh and start again.
It's what? Okay, so this is cool. So this reminds me so much of also. Yeah, I know, guys. I know that I got to analyze. Don't worry. I first of all, Ryan understands how I. It's fine. I know. I'm going to analyze. What I just wanted to listen to the whole thing. One of the things. Well, I don't always pause. Sometimes I wait till the end and then go back. Which in this case, I'm pressing refresh and starting again. One of the things that I found really charming about this, you're being facetious because how can I possibly find ways to analyze this in a deep way? Is that what you're saying? Is that why you want to watch me find things to discuss? Oh, I see. I like how I'm over here like, I know how to do this. It's funny. So this reminds me very much of Tenacious D, which is awesome. And I will analyze it. Thank you very much. I will find ways to analyze so many of these songs today that I know are mostly coded in April Fools. Don't worry. Watch me work. That's why I'm a professional. I'm a professional analyzer. And now analyzer. And now, anyway. I know you don't, Ryan. I was like, anyway, what I find really cool about this is it reminds me very much of Tenacious D. Also, number one, I also think it actually is incredibly fun and peaceful. Now, the amazing thing to me is that it starts with guitar, and it's so placid, but then it picks up with this sort of pseudo samba style, like it's just awesome. I mean, it's tongue in cheek. It's right on the nose. It doesn't want you to like really think too much, and I sound very stupid trying to hyper analyze something that is clearly meant to just be enjoyed. But shit, let's talk about the vocals.
Congratulations.
First of all, I love that it starts with congratulations. It's really, really kind of intimate, kind of peaceful.
You managed to kill that boss, you see.
A little bit of doubling is always really fun.
The grinning colossus.
Oh wow, really, right?
You're the hero we all wish we could be. You made it through the tunnel.
This is bossa nova, yeah.
You grabbed that violin on the wall. You jumped up above him. Then you burned the rope and saved us all.
One of the really fun things about a piece like this is that it's bro, it ain't that deep. Yeah, it ain't that deep, man. This is actually kind of, I feel really stupid right now. It's like, try to analyze this. How the fuck? So the bossa nova is incredibly peaceful, and I think what's really fun about it is that it's tongue in cheek. It definitely knows what it is. It's not trying to be. Oh, thanks, Dewey. Thank you very much. You want to sing with glory? Shall I fall? I shall fall. It's who's Mark? It's very, very, very. I love how bouncy it is, and I love how peaceful it is, and I appreciate that vocally we're not trying to do anything excessive. And actually, the vocal range here is incredibly, incredibly warm and middly, which means that it's average. It's supposed to be incredibly accessible. It doesn't showcase crazy range. It doesn't showcase really anything that is extraordinary. It's just what it is. It's incredibly simple, you know? When the singer asks the audience what they will be doing for the rest of the day, this question actually communicates a deeper Jungian meaning, for example. Bro, I'm trying, man. Y'all spend good money on this shit. I gotta try. It's not my fault you chose fucking April Fool's stuff. Anyway, Ryan. I know that was enough for you, Ryan. I did my best. I should have just kept napping. I could have taken the day off. Go home. But the truth is I wanted to actually do this because these are really hard to reschedule. And I want to play Monster Hunter later. So it's twofold. Go home. I just want to go home. Okay. A fun song with great emotional investment. The game is from Super Wholesome. I like the song too. Thank you for sharing it with me. I'd never heard it before. The game is super wholesome and lovely. It's about a girl on her way home. Don't forget to turn on the CC for lyrics. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Momo. Dude. This... Dude. I legit cannot look at this. The thing is, I actually profoundly agree with a lot of these lyrics. You know, sometimes you just want to go home, take a shit, and go to bed. And I think like that's a very human and normal thing to crave, right? And I think this piece does a really good job of showcasing the implicit psychological torture that can exist in life, in the day-to-day. And sometimes it's all about the mundane, right? Sometimes it's just about living life from A to Z and not really trying to overcomplicate things and allow ourselves to just like be, you know? Sometimes all you can really do in a day is just get up and take a shit and go back to bed. And in this particular instance, this person just wants to go home. And the music is actually very peaceful despite the clear visual terror that exists in this piece. You know what I mean? So I think Zeldrick, I'll be playing it in a couple hours. So all that to say, sometimes you just want to go home, and going home can be the safest like pursuit, or it can be the greatest pursuit you do in a day. You know, sometimes. You know, you ever heard that quote? Courage is the quiet voice that says, I will try again tomorrow. And I feel like this song is really, really good at showcasing the torture that can come from fucking So in my opinion, that piece is very mundane and placid, while the lyrics are extremely simple, because the reality is that life can be very difficult, and I think that song showcases the inherent difficulty in life. And sometimes it's as simple as just getting up, taking a shit, and going home and going to bed. Sometimes all you can do in a day is take a shit, you know, and sometimes people can't even do that due to constipation or, you know, whatever. So, anyway, Abzu then were created the gods in the midst of heaven. Austin Winnery, of course. This song in the entire game is based on the Enuma Elish, the oldest documented creation myth. The text is written in Akkadian, an ancient Mesopotamian language used by the Babylonians. I won't get into the gritty details here. I know you really want me to play this, and I think I should, really. I've heard nothing but good things, and Austin Winnery is always a treat. But it describes the union of Apsu and Tiamat, the birth of the gods, creation of the world, and creation of humanity. The text is hinted at or sung in fragments throughout the game, and the song in its entirety is here. Good morning. Hey, guys. Kudos to keeping it professional and reacting to these requests. I sound really fucking stupid, but I'm doing it. All right, let's check it out. I've always wanted to hear more Abzu, actually. Yours isn't an April Fool's joke? Sure seems like one. Just kidding. Oh, and he did sheet music. That's right. I like how Austin does his videos. This is as noted. Yeah, okay. We'll get into the dirt here. It's cool. So something really amazing about what's happening here just off the bat is the fact that we're not. And one of the things that I find problematic about modern composition in general, especially when we think about it in the classical repertoire, is the fact that here we have multiple notes for a single syllable. And this is an incredible thing that helps with legato. So one of the cool things, if you don't know music, I want to explore this, but one of the amazing things here is that this is the connector. This is the legato. This is the line that indicates that all of this needs to be connected. And interestingly enough, we also get it here. Now it's interesting because this is essentially telling us that we need to connect through this bar line here. This is the same thing as this, but over the course of just, essentially, this is in 3/4, so 1, 2, 3, yeah. This just reminds you that you want to sing all of this connectedly. And this is an interesting little reminder as well, because this is the same note, it just carries over. So what we're saying here is we're carrying over the F sharp, and then going down to the E, and then going up to the G sharp. Yeah, it's in 3/4, and here you see it as well. Here we have the same idea. Ben Perry. If you remember Garth Bardsley, who's been on the channel several times, Ben Perry is actually a good friend of Garth. So I've actually been meaning to reach out to Ben. So this is a nice reminder for me to do that. And now we're going to get into the choral, so that it shifts to 4/4, and then we're going to enter into 3/4 again, and we're going to have some really nice choral harmony here, which is really beautiful. Now, if it's not obvious, P means piano. We increase slightly to mezzo piano, which is medium piano. We want a seamless transition, as is noted here. I think Austin is very specific about what he wants usually in the composition process, which is really cool. Yes, Punish Venom. I have reacted to AI music. It's actually on the channel if you want to check out that video. Not too far back. Yep. So here we split between sopranos and altos, mezzos, and we have essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-part harmony. Well, no, not 4-part harmony. It's a two voice harmony, but we have some very nice splitting of individual notes here. And with the vowels being this way, they create a sense of mystery. It's interesting how the C sharp here creates the C natural, creates a sense of dissonance. So the B, if you think about it this way, which is really neat, is that the B and the C are actually there. This is I believe an octave lower, but it's interesting because these are actually, this note and this note are neighbors. Technically, the alto is singing this one down here. So this is 8 notes higher, an octave higher. But you can actually hear some clash because this is the C sharp that's also here, but then we go to C natural, which creates an inherent feeling of tension. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm just breaking this down from the music, the score itself, but this creates dissonance because this is a C natural. Now, this is actually technically, I think, in the key of C major. Or C minor, maybe. I actually don't fully know that, but it might be imitating a different key. But the C natural here, C, E, G, B, is actually its own chord. But the C, anyway. And then we're back. And that's a really beautiful thing to do, by the way. To extend past the bar line here and we kind of carry this feeling versus into another three. This is 5/4, so we carry it for another three beats. The dotted half notes equal 2, so 1, 2, and then the dot means 3. There's 5 of those potential notes in the bar. We have a 2-beat rest. So we actually end up fading out with the decrescendo here. This symbol is decrescendo. So we go from a crescendo, or we go from a normal volume and we decrease in volume as the bar continues. So it almost gives the feeling of fading away, which is very cool. And there's also an accelerando, which means we're speeding up. So a lot of like little nuanced details in this little piece. Now you could just perform this as is and not even really look at these, but the accelerando and the decrescendo that occurs at the bar line are little ways of expanding on and adding finesse and character to the piece. It's a very interesting thing that happens here because take a look at this. I will do this for all of the piece, by the way. I kind of also want to embrace it, but I figured if you're going to give me sheet music, I think we're going to dive into analysis. But one of the amazing things is now we add the tenor voice, and the tenor voice is the male voice that's in the treble clef. This is the treble clef. This is technically an octave lower than this. The mezzo-sopranos usually sing an octave above the tenors, and then the sopranos usually will be singing slightly higher as well. So these notes are actually next door to each other. This is a G sharp, which is a half step to the A natural here, if that makes sense. So we have the G sharp here, and then the A. And what's really cool is that here we have the same note as the sopranos right there, but an octave lower. And then what's interesting is that right here, we have a G sharp, a D natural, a C sharp, an E, and a C sharp, and a G natural. The G natural and the G sharp are going to naturally clash because the G sharp is a half step higher than the G natural. And I find that to be really interesting. Like, why did Austin choose to have those notes clash? C sharp, G, B, so C. Anyway, I really appreciate too that this entire piece is, listen, you give me sheet music, I really like to go into the weeds because this is the stuff that I did for so many years. It's so nice to have a composer actually provide sheet music because so often of these composers, they're writing on a digital audio interface, a DAW, and they don't actually provide the notes, and the notes are the building blocks of all of these pieces. So even if someone writes on a DAW, what ends up happening is that the sheet music is the thing that brings it to life. You know, what is the bar? This right here. This is a bar. This is a bar. This is a bar. This is a bar. This is the beginning, and every beginning of the staff, which is all of this individual stuff, will always have the clef. This is called a clef. And the 8 usually means octave. So I believe this is an octave. I don't know why he wrote that. But anyway, so this is a bar line right here, okay? And this is 3 bars. 1, 2, 3, right? So we're going in 3 bar chunks each time that this comes up. So this goes from piano to mezzo piano, back to piano, and it goes back to mezzo piano. It's also very cool how Austin notates the dynamics. These are dynamics. When I talk about dynamics, piano, if something's loud, hi Tyler, this is what I'm talking about. What I find really cool about this is this is 3 notes sustained. Ma. But look at what's happening here. Here's where we're getting some really interesting movement. The G sharp here is also sustaining. And then we're getting movement in the second altos, where they're actually going up in half steps. B, C sharp. Well, that's actually a whole step. D, And then look at this. Look at the counter harmony happening. We also have some sustaining here, but then at the third beat, instead of sustaining like these are, we actually go down a half step to G sharp or A flat. That is called an enharmonic. You can either write this as a G sharp or as an A flat, which would be the same note as this, but half a step lower. Pretty cool. So basically what you end up getting is a clash where they meet on that third beat right here and then resolve. Do I make sense? And I mean, this stuff, listen to how quick it moves too. Hold on one second. Let me go back. Oh, za! Really interesting. How intense that is, because you have an F sharp, a G natural, an F natural. So the lower sopranos are singing an F sharp, while the upper sopranos are singing an F natural. Really crazy. And then in the lower voices, you also have the F sharp. And then here you have B, D, B, D, F. That is a chord. 1, 2, 3 chords are 3 notes usually, unless we're talking about more complicated things. A triad, it's called. Now you're getting some call and response. Inherent dissonance right there. There's also a 7th. Shoo. Here we have, that's really cool. I want to just bring up that little note too. So here we go. Where is it? Ma shoo. And then right as we go, ma shoo, ma shoo. So each voice takes this meh and runs with it, which is really cool. Ma shoo, ma shoo, ma shoo. Pretty cool. It takes that. Oh my gosh, so much clash there. And so here we have this thing called a subdivision. And so I don't know how many of you know this, so just bear with me, but so this is a quarter note, okay? This is in 3/4. 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is in 3/4. There are 3 beats per measure, 1, 2, 3. And the quarter note equals, oh fuck, I can never remember what the bottom note means. I know what it means because I like know it, but I can't explain it to you. I'm annoyed by it right now. A quarter note equals, it's three beats per, 3 beats per measure, which that's the top note, the top number, and then the bottom number, what does the bottom number mean? Check, can you remind me, for those of you that speak music? Well, anyway. So this is a quarter note, and this is math. A quarter note, actually, if you subdivide it, equals an eighth note. And you see how there's 2 notes? You put these 2 together, they equal a quarter note, okay? This is a half note. You put 2 quarters together, you get a half note. You put 2 half notes together, you get a whole note, which is 4 beats. Does that make sense? So you get one, and... Hey, Adam, what's the bottom number? So 3, 4, 4. It's 3 is how many beats per measure? Hey, what's up, Toxic? 3 beats per measure is the top note if it's 3, 4. But then what's 4? I can't remember. I can't believe I can't remember. The top number is the beats in the bar. The bottom is the division of the timing. Yes, Ralph. Thank you. Yeah, that was. Like, I don't know why my brain just like wouldn't allow me to, I thought, yeah, so it's 3 quarter notes, right? 3 beats. Yeah, right. It's the length of the division. Right. Okay. So anyway, I'm like so in the weeds right now. I'm telling you, I get excited whenever I see sheet music. I get excited because this is literally how I used to learn music. What am I doing? I'm listening to music suggested by my patrons, and in this particular case, I am explaining. I'm explaining the sheet music. And I do think it's really cool that Austin does this, because so often composers in modern, I mentioned this earlier, but modern composers don't do a great job of transcribing, don't do a good job of transcribing their music. And it's one of the things that I wish I could do. And if you go to like a channel like Alex Mukala's, especially, Alex will recompose and then basically do a cover of a specific piece. And he's also working through a DAW. But this is my territory. This is the kind of stuff. Oh, good. We're at music uni class right now as well. Just like your basic music uni class. This is really where I live and where I lived for most of my time in music, is that this is how reading music is a fundamental skill that you learn as you go. And, like this has significance to me. Like I know what all of these things mean, the difference between a sharp and a flat, or, an enharmonic, which is like, this could also be A flat or G sharp, depending on the key, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I think it's really cool. And I wanted to point out how amazing it is where we get some movement. And overall the piece, while it has been a pretty brisk tempo, this piece has been pretty static. Boom, 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 boom. But then when you add the eighth notes here, which again are a subdivision or a separation of this quarter, so boom, 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 it's really fun because it starts to move, even though, and the reason why I say it starts to move is because we have the foundation of the quarters with the second sopranos, but the upper sopranos are actually breaking this into its subdivision. So hopefully that makes sense. So it goes bum, 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 right? Whereas here in the second sopranos, we're going boom, boom, boom. See, isn't that cool? Because then we go shoo. Hey, thanks, Justin. Take care in your class. I really appreciate that here we have shoo. We sustain while this is moving. You see that? We have sustaining in all three voices, while the mezzos and the tenors are moving on their own. And again, 3 of these notes equals this. A dotted half note, because a half note equals 2, the dot equals 1, right? So anyway, sorry, Renshin. I'll try to do it next week. If not, I'll do it later, and you can just flip back to the VOD. Have a good day at work. Sorry that we couldn't get to it today. Just all of the difficulties and stuff. I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. So much dissonance in this. Pulls back really quiet, and none bore a name, and no destinies were ordained. That's fun, because this is also worth mentioning too, is that here we have a little bit of a delay. So the mezzo and the tenor sing Sha delayed after before the sopranos then pick it up. So it's fun because it provides a little bit of a sense of a delay. You know what I mean? Sha sha ma. You know what I mean? Like, that's really cool. It is 0.5. Well, actually no. Is that 4/4? A lot of video game music borrows Schoenberg style. I would agree. It reminds you of it, yeah, for good reason. Anyway, sorry, that was incredibly in the weeds, but I really appreciate that Austin is essentially a modern classical composer that just happens to be in video games, and part of the reason that I really adore Austin's music is the fact that he's not afraid to write in a classical way. And it's really, really, really incredible. Also performed by the London Voices Choir, a very, very beautiful and legitimate choir. And Ben Perry, like I mentioned, is Garth Bardsley, who's been on my channel multiple times, 3 times with Greg Wanamaker. This is his friend, Ben Perry, and I'm going to try to get Ben Perry on the channel, actually. Really impressive stuff there. Hopefully that made sense. It wasn't much of an analysis from like an emotional thing, but I really like diving into the depths of the like, I wouldn't even, I guess that's theory, but theory can be very, can be multiple different things. Can be extremely complex, or it can be extremely superficial. Both are valid, and actually that's a sort of a criticism of my particular channel that's popped up multiple different times, is the difference between shallow and deep analysis. And the reality is that both are valid, actually, in a lot of ways. And I don't just say that to justify the way that I like to analyze, but the truth of the matter is that analysis is all the things, and you can focus on one specific thing, or you can focus on multiple things. And in that particular case, with that Abzu track, I really was interested in some of the voice lines and how the measure numbers, how the time signature, and how which is the 3/4, and how the notes and the actual choice of where they're written and how they're written create the sense of tension that we hear throughout that, which is really, really fun. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for that. I really appreciated that. Next up is Lego City. We stand Garth on this channel. Lego Undercut. Man, I got one guide so bad last night, chat. It's amazing how much being one guide can genuinely impact you, regardless of the amount of people that are supportive and inspiring and kind and warm and lovely and understanding. There's always there's always that one guy that can really like just gets in there and those words really cut deeply. I actually got multiple guide well, that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I didn't get multiple guide like in my home. Well, it was in my home because I was reading something. But anyway, it doesn't matter. In any case, one guide, getting one guide is very unfortunate. And I won't deny how that makes me feel sometimes. Lego City Undercover, Falling to Earth. Super underrated game. I've always wanted to play Abzu. Super underrated game and soundtrack due to it being written off as just another Lego game. Yeah. Am I a YouTuber? Yes. Multiple guide. Super underrated game and soundtrack due to it's being written off as just another Lego game. No, it's cool. I don't mind a Yap Fest. Which is unfortunate because this is a pretty great family-friendly alternative to something like GTA. The soundtrack usually homages either Bond style or of spy tunes or 70s buddy cop rock. The last 5 minutes of the game go all out, having you chasing the main villain to a space station, destroying it, and skydiving back to Earth with a surprisingly cinematic song with a high female opera vocals, which I believe are samples. It then goes into a rock and drop as you fall through broken rockets machinery, with the last minute having very deep Lego chanting that syncs with the level as you enter the atmosphere. Extremely cheesy, but it was one of the first times I was really blown away by a final act in a game as a kid. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, let's stop there and talk about that. So it's pretty cool because there's a constant forward momentum there that's really fun. And it actually is naturally building up, which is really, really neat. It's really cool how it's a very slow but ever present buildup, and it does, it's funny, based on the description, it does feel like there's an inherent buildup in there, and an inherent feeling of like bubbling tension, which is really, really fun, and you get that because all of the instruments in that moment are slowly building while moving. So there's two things I heard. There's ba 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 ba, right, coupled with this bubbling underneath, and also there's actually some sustaining that's occurring that is supporting that. And you kind of, in a lot of ways, and in some ways, I should say, I suppose, there's this amazing thing that happens because as we forward momentum and we have that rhythmic identity that keeps us propulsing, having the sustain underneath actually sets it up so that it actually feels more tense versus having every instrument be moving forward. Now, you would still get the point across, but having the sustain coupled with the forward momentum helps ground it a bit so that the forward momentum sort of like vibrates and ascends. You know what I mean? Anyway, I saw some chatter in the chat. So Remnant is fine and actually very encouraged. Crosscode does get claimed often. I think because it's Materia Collective. I really like the Crosscode soundtrack. It's a total bummer that I can't really feature it too much. But Remnant's completely fine. And also, unfortunately, because we have a list, I'll show you right now. All these people, it's kind of first come, first serve. And we listen to as many of them as possible within a given stream. But to listen to 66 tracks in a day would be basically impossible. So that's why it's not realistic to do it. So we kind of spread it out over the month. And then obviously, and then we, kind of go through it. So if you'd like to be a part of the Patreon, again, the reason why Patreon Fridays happen every Friday is because that's what these folks pay for. And it's the only way that we've been able to find an opportunity to do it, to listen to music together, and also it has to be a la carte just because of the way that the schedule is and the way that my personal workflow functions, so I don't burn out on this. It used to be back in the day, not to go off on a tangent about how much the Patreon has evolved over the last 3 years, but it used to be that it was paid reactions. But I've come to discover, as I continue to try to grow and reach people and things, individual song reactions, unless they're like a certain game type, the YouTube algorithm, and maybe the audience itself, which the YouTube algorithm follows the audience, it tends to not like for instance, Falling to Earth, Lego City Undercover. If I were to upload this as a single reaction, as much as I would want to, it really won't actually benefit the song or the person suggesting it. Now, the person suggesting it might be happy because their song's on the channel, but it doesn't actually benefit, the edit time, the analysis time, and also the like views time, not even from a financial perspective for me, but it just doesn't get seen by the people that should see it or would want to hear it. So like this could go in an open world genre video, let's say, where it's like, what's surprising is Lego City, whatever. So this is the best option. So I know it may be unfair in a public facing way to have a day dedicated only to the people that actually like give money and support the channel. But this is the best way I found to to give them something in return for supporting the channel. And it just has to be that way. So it's kind of a non-negotiable at this point. I'm not saying that I'm trying to find ways to make sure that I'm doing listening to non-patron member analysis and stuff, but or songs. But right now, this has been the only thing that's really been working. So yeah. Anyway. You cried there when you were 12 as they were shouting Lego? Yeah, notice how the mood shifts here. It's cool how the mood shifts at the very end that it has the sustained strings. Now, what I would tell you is that I wish that it had shifted a little bit more forcefully in the like when the vocals came in. I feel like we sustained the sort of propulsion the whole time. I find I think gameplay would have enhanced that experience big time. That being said, I really appreciated the shifting into that choral thing, and also like shouting out the words Lego, Lego, Lego in the same way. Basically, just every time the chord changes, we're also changing the every time the chords change, we're also going with them vocally, and I think that really again has such a build up that is really neat. I mean, it's actually like kind of like a pretty cool piece, and the propulsion. I mean, the title's called "Falling to Earth," and you actually hear that feeling of like decay, but also like the feeling of like possibility. It's a pretty optimistic piece despite how serious the stakes are, which is really neat. Imagine how much impact the most emotional games would lose without. Yeah, I mean, 1,000,000%. And this is the whole thing. I'm actually I'm going to start crafting up a video that is going to be called something like, I don't know, eight Souls like games that I missed out on or whatever. And part of the reason I want to make it is that the Souls games, Souls likes and that sort of game loses so much of its momentum when the music isn't there, and I'm really excited to script that one. Actually, can you ask me a question? Sure, you can ask me a question. Lego is Latin for I made. Diego. Oh. Huh. That's cool. Fire Emblem Awakening. Oh, how exciting. I really want to sit down and play this. Destiny Ablaze. Provided link was broken, so you provided it with a new one. Thank you, Redcar. One of the many battle themes in Awakening. This is the battle phase music. Cool. I started playing Metroid Prime, and you've helped teach me how to actively listen, so my experience has been so much better. Dude, that's awesome, Zachary. That makes me really happy. That's all I want to do. That 32 minutes extended. Okay, cool. We'll hear the loop. The emotional climax of the original FF7 is Aeris theme. Didn't play there really. Yeah, oh man, totally. Can you explain why you love Godfrey's theme? Are you just asking for an analysis? Anime with and without the music, and that's really weird. 1,000,000%. You'd fill the Patreon list with Live Alive songs if I subscribe in the future. Well, there's no pressure. Hey, Deathwing, no, later today. TU1, I'm really looking forward to it. And it'll also be uploaded as a separate video, and I'll compare the music. Oh my god, thank you so much for that raid. Milk Impact. I do like milk, as long as it's lactose free. Thank you very much for the raid there. You were playing Genshin last? That's awesome. Welcome in. Milk pouring in. Welcome in, Raiders. I appreciate that. Let's check out Destiny Ablaze, and then I think this will be the last one for, actually, hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that'll be the last of the analysis ones, because there's only 7 left, and we have a lot of month, so we'll do that. Marco, get back into the FF14 and do the raids. I want to, but I tried the other day. I think I might genuinely just be burnt out on Final Fantasy 14. I have to say. Oh, thank you, Milk. I have to say, I think I'm burnt out on 14. I will say I came back and did some dungeons, and they were a lot of fun. But attempting to go through Dawn Trail really just feels harrowing. I don't know that I can do it. There's too many other games, and I want to just keep playing Monster Hunter. All right, let's check out Destiny Ablaze from Fire Emblem Awakening. I have not, Ebot. I've heard some Andres, yep. So I want to talk about one thing that sticks out right off the bat that I think is really, really important to listen to, and that's the incredible feeling of delay and syncopation that we're getting in the bass and in the percussion line, which is really, really satisfying. Check this out. I'm going to restart, and I want you to tell me if you can hear it. Listen for the lower notes, and that will guide you. Not yet. So you do have the notes supporting there, though, which is cool. Here it comes. Hear it? Right there. So you hear how when we hit bum, 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 you feel how that actually is the sense of battle. That's bombs. And the bombs bursting in air, the bombs bursting in air. You know what I mean? Like that's the bum, 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 bum. That's that real like hit of artillery and weaponry and danger. Now it's interesting how, again, when we really think about music, we want to think about what each the significance of each musical choice, right? And that goes for musical instrumentation, right? So an instrument is fundamentally important to creating a sound. So does that make sense? Sound? Yes. So for instance, a trumpet is going to invite a sense of responsibility. A trumpet is going to invite a sense of duty, which is the same thing as responsibility. A trumpet will invite the sense of battle. A trumpet can be confident. A trumpet can be heroic. A trumpet can be powerful. A trumpet can be inviting. A trumpet can be like marching forward in the face of adversity. A trumpet can also be sad, depending on the musical context around it. But obviously, what we're getting here is a feeling of responsibility in battle. You know what I mean? Instruments guide the sound. You know what I mean? Like instruments are the clues to dictate, especially given rhythm and given melody and stuff. They clue us into what emotion and what action is happening while we're listening to it, right? Can I listen to Moonlit Solitude? What is that? I can't listen to it right now, but I'll probably listen to it tomorrow before the Wuthering Waves stream or after. All right, let's keep going. And also the rhythm is also key in understanding this. Now, you could slow this down and you would automatically connect this to being a sad piece because we would slow down the tempo. We would loosen up on the rhythm, have it be a little bit slower. We would do a lot more legato, which is connecting notes. Whereas here, everything is sharp. Ba, 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 ba. That's a rhythmic battle sound. You know what I mean? And now we add in the piano, and you hear even that at the very where it stopped. You hear ba-bum, 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 and that has such a terrific sense of possibility in it, don't you think? The piano in the upper register, ba-bum, 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 really lends itself to this idea of like, man, this is insurmountable. And yet the piano has this like warmth about it, even in the upper register, that gives way to a feeling of like, you know what, I can do this. So there's a sense of persistence, a sense of hope, a sense of like desire in that sound, a sense of like, you know, can I do this? Yes, I can. A sense of like, how do I navigate, you know, questions. And again, like that's the cool part about music to me is asking questions, you know, question means something. Asking question, why is the piano there? What does the piano mean to me when I listen to that? Who cares what the composer thinks? The composer gave it away. Now it's about what we think about the piece, you know? I think it's really cool. And they get some real nice spinning in that piano still. Now, see, so this is the amazing thing is that now we've got the strings, and the strings, like the strings are now saying like, oh my goodness, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Like, this is actually bad. I so badly want to be able to achieve something here, but I don't know if I can. And there's a sense of like, the legato there allows us to feel like, shoot, and the strings, especially in the upper register, the strings are like, man, I don't know. Can I do this? I'm sorrowful because like, wow, what if we die in this battle? I don't know. There's doubt in that sound. But the piano is like that vortex. We're just saying, like, no, we can't give up. We're still in the middle of this fight. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's so cool. And that's so too. Bum, 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 bum. It's like, oh, shit. We got to keep going, you know? I love that piano in there. My goodness, this is an incredible piece. Now we have the lower brass really hitting. I think that's the loop. But then again, you get the brass there that's saying like ba 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 bum 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 ba bum. This is a battle. We have no other alternative. We have to go to war. You know, we have to tackle this. We have to tackle this. We have to hit it head on. You know what I mean? It's a sick piece. Again, it just makes me want to play Fire Emblem Awakening more. I just love the power in this. It's laden in this music. How much training do you have to do to go through and be able to break down the piece of music? All I could tell is the feeling of like or dislike of the piece. Well, really, just watching more of my videos. No, really, it's just time. Realistically, I have spent, well, and actually Poke mentioned, I mean, there's a lot of theory you can learn. It's true. So it's a really interesting thing. I want to. Your best friend when trying to break down and understand music is your ear and repetition. You can read about it all day, but until you actively listen, it's really difficult. I think so. So there's a couple different things. It's a great question, actually. So here's an example of what a normal day would have looked like for me at the height of my like opera training. Okay, so let me grab a piece of music. Okay. So here's a piece from Norma called Here I Am at the Altar of Venus. Me qual altar di Venere. So interestingly enough, if you take a look down here, boom chaka chun chum, right there. Boom chaka chun chum, boom chaka chun chum. So right there, you can tell that it's a militaristic piece. Boom, chaka chaka chump. And over top, Pollione, the character, goes, Me qual altar di Venere dall'Algisa in Roma. So even that phrase right there, while it is very legato, as you can see, he's a military leader. We know that from the story. We know that he's a philanderer. He is actually, even though he's hooking up with Norma, he really wants to be with her friend, Adalgisa. Wait, is that the plot? I can't remember. Anyway, all that to say, underneath, you literally have the whole time, boom, chaka-chakan, chum, boom, chaka-chakan, chun. And so it stands to reason that we can listen to that, and we say, okay, so it's legato. Okay, so he thinks he's confident. He thinks he's cocky. He thinks his shit don't stink. He thinks that he's capable of many, many things. He has unbridled confidence. Me qual altar di Venere. Also, musically, it goes higher and higher and higher. Sorry. Goes up from the G natural down. These are all little clues. And what that does is it allows us to think, okay, well, if it's legato, like, what is the characterization in this? Like, why would a military leader who's being a total asshole and is basically being a philanderer, why would that be legato? And essentially, all the active listening ends up being is just asking questions. Now, we can also deduce. Now, it's really hard without giving you a musical example, like so you can actually hear what I'm talking about. But it's really hard to deduce what a composer wants, because a lot of these composers are dead. And also, ultimately, it doesn't really matter what their intention was when writing it. What matters is what we infer by it. And so I'm trying to think about how I can make this make sense. So basically, you just have to like take what you hear and just listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. The reality is, if you listen to a piece 100 times, you will not fair, he got to request an analysis. That's not true. You will come away with something. I'm actually planning a video. I listened to Ludwig the Holy Blade for 12 hours, right? Whatever requisite time number. And the reality is that you listen to something enough times, instead of just being like, oh, that's good, or that's not good. If you really listen, you actually end up picking out a lot of really neat details. Or like, it's incredible how chords produce color, and chords produce sound, and chords produce, what have you. So anyway, does that make sense? Do I make sense? I'll still never forget someone said that they got annoyed that I ask if it makes sense. I get one guide a lot. It's so funny. Anyway, all that to say, like, that's the beauty of theory. Because like, ultimately, like, okay, look. All right, so take a look at this. Okay? Boo ba ba ba, triplet, 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 boo ba ba, triplet, triplet, triplet. That's it, right? But what you get over top of these triplets is l'alba separa dalla luce l'ombra e la mia voluttà del mio desire. Like, it's amazing how we get these triplets underneath. Triplet, 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 boom, ba 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 ba, and then over top you get this beautiful legato, right? And like, why? Why is that there? You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean when there's triplets and a forward momentum at a tempo of a quarter note equals 112, and you're singing, the dawn separates from the light, the shadow from the light. Like what does that mean? Why do we have a fast tempo when saying that? Or, why do we say, oh, beautiful stars? It's the hour of death. A divine love of the sky will cover you. While boom ba 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 ba. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, why is that there? And it's just it's about asking questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. That's active listening. It's just a puzzle. Yeah, exactly. It's just learning. It's just learning things, asking questions, trying to decipher this, that, and the other. Like, it's all there. It's all there, and it's all up to you. It's all up to interpretation. Fuck what the composer thinks. So a lot of these guys are dead. But you do need a degree of theory in order to, like, actively be able to express. Like, anybody can sing, but people with good technique, which is, technique, which requires time, effort, and mastery, those people can express oftentimes better because they have the technique and the foundation, like a good house being built, in order to showcase, the true emotion, because they're not hampered by like bad singing or bad technique or blocks in their in the way that they sing. So, oftentimes when someone may say, well, it's shallow, the reality is it's not shallow. There are just multifacets to how we approach music. We can approach music with great detail and depth, and looking at chord structure and like why these chords and why these notes and what a G major seventh is. Or we can take a look at the big picture and why something is written the way it is, right? And I find both of those incredibly beautiful, and both are essential to good musical storytelling. And that's ultimately what opera is. It's ultimately what classical music is, to a certain degree, and it's most certainly what video game music is. And so I think, like, sure, we can look at chord structure and stuff, or we can also take a look at, what we just did with Fire Emblem. Why the trumpets? Why the piano? Why at one point do we get the drum set and the power of friendship? What does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, I hope I make sense. So much fun to talk about that. I was actually very tired today, but I'm having a very joyous time talking about music with you, and I hope you're also enjoying it, because I certainly am at this moment. I'm glad that the internet solved itself. I was really disappointed this morning. Anyway. All right, so we will continue the Turn tier next week with Super Mario Odyssey staff credits. What a great little tune. I'm excited to break that down. Then we'll get into some Jido Mario Sekai from Smile Suite. Then we'll get into Slime Rancher, Guild Wars, ooh, nice, Gremlin, Call of Duty Black Ops, Voodoo Vince, what's that? And Vintage Story. That will be as we continue on the month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. So now we're going to hop over to the other tier, the Tosca tier, and that will take up the better part of our stream here today. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Well, you know what we have to do. How old are you? What do you mean you're old? Hold on one second. You're 37? You're as old as me. Let's see. Oops. Hallo Deutschland. Here we go. I'm just finding I want to find a better version. I really hate the version that let's see if this one's any better. Happy Patti Smith. Oh yeah, this is nice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's so low. To you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, I forgot how much this sucks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, it's such ass. Not your birthday, but the song. Jesus. You say it's your birthday. No. Wait, what's the Stevie Wonder version? Hold on, I got it. Nope, that's not good. This should be the version I use from now on. My bad. Okay, next time. How about this one? Actually, this is the best one. Let me try again. Birthday to you. It's still too low. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why is everyone? See, this is what I mean. Like, these songs are created and the karaoke versions are made for like the general public that is typically baritones, and they're also fucking low. See this one. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's better. Happy birthday to you. Like it does not feel good to go, happy birthday, happy birthday. It's like not normal. It's way too high. Anyway, thanks, Hillian. Thanks for nothing. Just kidding. Happy birthday. Can I sing a song? I kind of want to sing now. You just watched my Monster Hunter stream recently. You're an opera singer reviewer guy then? You just noticed you subbed? Yes. I love Monster Hunter, and I used to sing opera professionally. But now I just like to talk about music and video games. Oh, you're welcome. I asked you if it was okay, but I'm going to anyway. Just by the way. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This was the song I was referencing earlier. L'alma separa dalla luce l'ombra e la mia voluttà dal mio desire, o dolci stelle, è l'ora di morire, il più divino amor dal ciel vi sgombra. Pupille ardenti, o voi senza ritorno, stelle tristi, spegnetevi incorrotte, morir debbo, veder non voglio il giorno, per amore del mio sogno e della notte. Notte nel tuo sen materno, mentre la terra pallida si irrora, ma che dal sangue mio nasca l'aurora. Still got it. Still got it. Still got it. What a beautiful little... Actually, here's another one that I sang for the Cardiff Singer of the World competition. The fuck? This one's so beautiful. Io ti seguì come iride di pace lungo le vie del cielo. Io ti seguì come un'amica face della notte nel velo e ti sentii nella luce, nell'aria, nel profumo dei fiori e fu piena la stanza solitaria di te e dei tuoi splendori. How's the balance? Interrapito al suon della tua voce, lungamente sognai, e della terra ogni affanno, ogni croce, in quel giorno scordai. Torna, caro ideal, torna un istante a sorridermi ancora e a me risplenderà nel tuo sembiante una novella aurora. Torna, cara ideal, torna, torna. Now, obviously that would sound better in a house because you hear a lot of the you hear a lot of the imperfections within the voice, which in a house, if it was a resonant space, a lot of that would just be carried by the voice, and so you wouldn't hear all the like noise and stuff that I produce. That's just a normal thing that happens. I'll sing one for the Germans, and then we'll move on and do all the other stuff. Yeah, so that piece is actually about mourning, and it's basically about losing a loved one. You know, my ideal one, if you will. And then this one is Heimliche Aufforderung? No, let's do Alle Seelen Strauss. I don't remember this one. Yeah, this is beautiful. Still auf den Tisch die duftenden Rosinen, die letzten roten Asten trag herbei, und lass uns wieder von der Liebe reden, wie einst im Mai. Gib mir die Hand, dass ich sie heimlich drücke, und wenn man sieht, mir ist es einerlei. Gib mir nur einen, deine süßen Blicke, wie einst im Mai. Es blüht und duftet heut auf jedem Grabe. Ein Tag im Jahr ist ja dem Toten frei. Komm an mein Herz, dass ich dich wieder habe, wie einst im Mai. Wie einst im Mai. That's so much fun to sing again, guys. I don't often get to sing anymore, but boy, when I get to, when I'm in the mood, it really is an amazing feeling. Really is an amazing feeling. Really is an amazing feeling. If you don't mind, if you'll allow me, I'd like to do one more, just from one of my favorite operas. This is E luce van le stelle from Puccini's Tosca. There's no lyrics. Oh. One more, and then we'll get back to video game music. I have to stand up because it's hard. Lucevan le stelle. Actually, it's okay. Ed alezzava la terra, stride all'uscio dell'orto, e un passo sfiorava l'arena. Entrava ella fragrante, mi cadea fra le braccia. O dolci baci, o languide carezze, belle forme di sciogliere dai veli, svaniva sempre il sogno mio d'amore, l'ora è fuggita e muoio disperata, e muoio disperata, e non amare mai tanto la vita, tanto la vita. Alright, anyway. Let's get back to it. Alright, so we left off with Red Car. Visual novel. In the visual novel, Mizuiro. Fuyu Mo Machine Gun. A masterpiece of enunciation, warning video contains mild anime girl fan... Mild anime girl fan service. Okay. Noted.
また悲しい冬がやってきた。口を開けば円髄チョップ。一体私の何がいけないというの？今日もガクリ、昨日もガクリ、きっと明日もまたガクリ。
Thanks for indulging
で
me.
も負けない。私マシンガンだもん。
Bro. Bro. Bro, I just want to state that if you had put this in the try to make Marco laugh part of the Discord, you would have won a free game, man. This shit is fucking hilarious. It's also very good. But boy. Hey, Yahara, what's up? Bro. What? Holy fucking shit. Oh. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Actually, yeah, that actually goes pretty hard. The guitar definitely carries. You know, the song is all about machine gun, and I feel like that piece is just like a mental breakdown, but like in the best sense. Like it is a machine gun on Winter 2. Like the way that the vocals go, just like shit, dude. It just like it just hits. I don't got much for you, man. But I actually liked how vocally there was a bit of craziness in that sound. Like there's a sense of like a loss of like the ability to function. And it reminds me a lot of kind of like a mad scene from an aria where like, or from an opera where like things just like kind of go crazy, you know, and like a release, a screamed release, you know what I mean? No talking in a machine gun fashion. I like how I was right. Route 10 from Pokemon Black and White. Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, I really need to play this too. One of my favorite route themes. I think this is the only Pokemon game I like desperately want to actually play. One of my favorite route themes, something about this melody kind of always struck me a little familiar to me. I was never able to put my finger on it. It is something I actively think about anymore. It's not something I actively think about anymore. It's just that I find it neat. Cool. It's not the wrong one. That's the one that's on the list. Hey, True Green, what's up? That's the one that's on the list. That's what's linked. Oh, is this... So this is an April Fool's... Is this a mix between a Toho song and... What? Snow Halation. Oh. I don't know. I'm taking it so seriously over here. No, I don't know what Silver Gunner is. What am I listening to? What is this? That goes completely over my head. Did you make a video on music for Woowa Quest ending? Well, 2.2, yes. It's a Toho track. It's a Toho track in Pokemon Gen 5 sound. Where a bunch of people submit sound font covers. This is game music? Okay. What the fuck? I don't know. Wrong track. I don't know shit, man. I serve in function of you. If this is what Poison wanted to play, that's what we got. Wrenchin', I'll do it next week. Technically, it's game music. I just clicked on 5 different Route 10 songs. Are they all trolling? Is there no Route 10? All right, well, Dandy Dungeon. I don't know what to say about that now. Nobio's Requiem. This theme is the theme to a naked caricature of what? The theme to a naked caricature? What? Steven Wilson? No, I don't. The theme to a naked caricature of Nobuo Uematsu riding a UFO in a battle against a hobbyist dev? What? Oh my god. What? Oh, thanks, Garrett. Thanks, Garrett. Hey, Selah. Celia, that's only for anime stuff. This is for the Tosca tier and higher. Oh, I saw it. That has cursed my eyes. I'm not showing the stream that. Not ever. Not ever. How bad is it? Well, it's not good. Let's put it that way. It could be worse. See ya. Bruh. Bruh, this shit is crazy. The stream is wild today. Oh my god. I gotta change the title. Cursed April Fool's video game music reaction. That is it's true. It is technically rap. You're right about that. Beastie Ball. Here comes the sports king. Here comes the April Fool's suggestions. Can you spot all the samples? Okay, let's listen.
Here comes up. Here comes up.
Oh, Lena Rain. Okay.
Here comes up. Sports king.
Whoop on Gangnam Style. Yeah, Wrench, and I can go back.
Here comes up. Here comes up. Here comes up. Here comes up. Super smash.
That's
Here we go. Here comes up. Here comes up. Here comes up. Here comes up.
wow, okay. That's charming, actually. I actually like this game in theory. I just I have no desire to play it, but I really respect it. It's like very, very charming, and nice. I like this game a lot. Yeah, I'll bump back up. Okay, you said video game music, Smile, Swile, Sweet from Jido, Mario, Sekai, and then the rest I'll tack on to next week. All right, what is this? This 10 minutes? What the fuck? Okay.
ぶカルボーに何なんだこの状況は。意味がわからないし。学生さん違うゲーム。
Oh yeah, I know this song. Digimon. What? So much weeb shit. What? Mega Man? What? I know this song too. What?
んでガチャガチャキューと右あとあともっと大声でみんなで叫びましょう。右あもうある意味3時で1万年と3年前から愛してる8000年過ぎた頃からもっと恋しくなった1億と2000年後の愛してる君を知ったその日から僕がじゃないのハイライトは感じた
Final Fantasy? What the fuck? I was like, I know that. What the fuck am I watching?
眠いです。夏バテで1キロ痩せました。本日はニコニコ動画にごアクセスいただきありがとうございます。誠にありがとうございます。大変申し訳ありませんが、姉は元気だと家族に伝えてください。い
つでもみんながニコニコしていられますように。
お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。頑張るぞ。ここまでのお付き合いありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
忘れてた。うつです。うつうつ真っ盛りです。
Incredible short there. Well, It's very. Wow. I mean, hey Adam. I have no thoughts. What the fuck was that? That's crazy. I mean, holy balls! Like the Super Mario elements. I mean, like how what, how, who, what was all that? So much weeb shit. I appreciated the Digimon reference though, at least. It was catchy as hell. I really enjoyed how catchy it was. My camera died. My camera died. Okay, no, never mind. My camera died. That was how intense that was. Holy balls. Okay. Oh. Cool. Appreciate that. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I just had to have some chocolate because I need to resuscitate my will to live. Wow. Oh, man. I don't know what the fuck I just listened to, Wrenchen. Thank you very much. It was crazy. I think I'm way too tired to appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I thought it was good. Thought it was crazy to watch. It was so fun, but also like, fuck. Yeah. All right, Fantasy Star 2. No, I'm not suffering from nostalgia because none of those things were relevant to me. Besides Digimon and besides Final Fantasy. Those are the only things that I held on to at all. Everything else was just it was like this. And the Mario was great, by the way. That was really impressive. All right, let's do Driven by Hope. From Fantasy Star. Song is 10 minutes again. The latest raid boss song from PSO2 New Dark Falls Vale. PSO2 NGS takes place 1,000 years after PSO2. Gameplay included. Turn on CC for lyrical subtitles. Okay. Have I heard this before though? This. Why is this all like Sonic Unleashed? What?
Shattered skies call our names. Through the void we stand strong. A scar tells a tale of the fight. The flames rise higher. The endless struggle fading into dark. With trembling hands we strike to bring it all down. The past we walked is paved with grief. But we won't back down no matter the cost ahead. Steel and shadows meet in countless attacks.
Take care of yourself and lose it.
Their spirits remain. Courage speaks, it never fades away. And this is unbreakable. Through every storm we blaze and endure. Pressing on. Lift your heads up, never bow to dark. A gleam of hope that breaks the dark night. Our souls unite with the true stars who sees the dawn. The light is ours to claim. Unyielding through all trials, our strength is forward.
Hey, Saikano, what's up?
Can you see us? They're pushing ahead. Feel the spark now.
It sounded like she said shithead.
Embrace this world, giving us life. Memories of them turn us to blazing light. To keep our hearts from fading away. No, we tear down the chains of endless pain. For all our fate aligns with the stars. Bound by hope will prevail till the end.
Wow. That's actually dope. I can't believe this is a raid. That looks so cool. Is this fun to play? Nice.
Fallen stars call your name. Through the dust we fall back. Whatever the cost,
I really like this. The lyrics and the singer.
the time and space have twisted all. We hear their voices calling through the storm. Who gave their all to save the world? So we just see clear now, past all the fear ahead. Bravery and darkness clash in fierce war. Our bond with no end in sight, unbroken still. Now you truly see how much it means to unite as one. So our power is infinite with them all. Hold it tight. Turn your gaze up, never lost your dream. The stars of old softly whisper to us. Our spirits unite with the pure will. We chase the light that's ours to take and keep. Overcoming the odds, knew it will stand. Forging our strengths, we rise from the dead.
Thanks, Jazz. Yeah, we were having some issues. It worked. I'll get to your track either next week or the week after.
The next strikes will bring the whole countless
cool.
attacks. A deep promise to the lost, their spirits remain. Now you truly see how much it means to unite as one. So our power is infinite with them all. Hold it tight.
Stay there.
Turn your gaze up, never lost your dream. The stars of old softly whisper to us. Our spirits unite with a pure will. We chase the light, it's ours, so take and keep. Overcoming the odds, new might will stand. Forging our strengths, we rise from the dark. Let our heart beat, mark time and space. Lift your heads up, never bow to dark. A gleam of hope that breaks the dark night. Our souls unite with the true stars. We seize the dawn, the light is ours to claim. Unyielding through all trials, our strength is forged with new power in hands. Can you see us there pushing ahead? Feel the spark now, grab the light clear, and the depth starlight ignites the sky. Embrace this world, giving us life. Memories of them turn us to blazing light. To keep what's dear from falling apart. In this new gear we head for glowing future of us. Our fate aligns with the stars. Driven by hope we'll press on till the end. Lift your heads up, bow to dark. Our souls unite, true stars. Unyielding trials. Feel the spark now, light clear. Embrace this world, lost life. To keep what's dear, falling apart, new gear.
I really like how complete that felt. It was very much it was very, oh, that's the other phase two. I really liked that. It was like fairly straightforward and simple, but also really fun. I mean, it was fun to listen to. The lyrics were really pleasant. I mean, it was obviously like the power of friendship and like coming together and fighting a giant foe, right? like very anime coded, of course, but I didn't think that was a bad thing. I thought I thought the voice was like dialed back in a nice way. I think I would have liked a little bit more like oomph to it at parts, but overall I thought it was a really enjoyable thing to listen to be honest. And I mean, it moved pretty quickly for a 10-minute piece, you know, especially we try not to have 10-minute pieces on these streams, but you know, overall it was paced pretty well. I really don't have much to say about it. I thought it was really, really nice to listen to. Hi, Bubba. Hold on one second. I gotta use my hand. Ooh, let's do God Hand. Yeah. The most Capcom game to ever exist with the best EN dub of a game's main theme. These are the actual moves in the game. Word, let's listen.
Got a demon, what am I? It's time for me to choose my path. The power of my God hand, no evildoer will get past. Hand to hand or fist to fist, kick your nuts or twist your wrist.
What?
God power keeps my pimp hand strong, so trust me or you won't last very long. Dragon kick your ass into the Milky Way. Milky Way. Don't act like you don't like the Bulbasaur. My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, the summon of the powers of the God hand. I lost a limb in a fight, but don't worry, babe, I'll be cool. The ultimate power of a god is now my secret tool. My defenses are impregnable. My style is impetuous. If it's too much, I'll grovel at your feet. I beg for mercy when I feel the heat.
I beg for mercy when I feel the heat.
Dropping attacks from my roulette wheel. Apocalyptic beatdowns from the God hand. My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, a summon of the powers of the God hand. Everybody wants a piece. Who's next? Don't be a fool. Hyperactive fighting styles so slick they will make you drool. The God hand helps me work out my stress. It's overpowering, I must confess. The only person who it doesn't work on is the girl who got me into this Olivia. Slicing through thugs with my shockwave. Shockwave! More beheadings than a guillotine. Head slicer. Head slicer! My arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm, my arm. I summon up the powers of the God hand.
What a cool song. I love the fact that all of the things that they're describing are actual powers in the game themselves. It was really, really, really just funny. What's up, Timothy? I really I thought that was absurd. You understood the assignment. Where are you going? You stay right here. You stay right here. There you go. You stay put. You stay put. No. All right, Vanyar Mega Man 9 shop theme. I hope I'm not losing my Vanyar tier patron privileges with this one. Uh-oh. stuff today. And so do I. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna say goodbye. Von, you are. I enjoyed that. That's very funny. I did not know what to expect. Thank you. Again, you should have put this on the try to make Marco laugh thing, because I think it would have been successful. Is Luna's an Aussie Beagle. You can tell by her ears. Look, ready? I'll show you. Aussie. Hold on. Aussie. This is Beagle. Beagle right here. Aussie. Border Collie. I'm sorry. Hey, I got it. Look, ready? Aussie. Okay. Yeah. What? What's the matter? All right. What's next? What's the matter? You okay? All right. Octopath Traveler. Tressa's. Oh. What's the matter? What's the matter? You okay? What's wrong? All right, so we're doing Octopath Traveler. This plays in Tressa's story path. She is a merchant with a sense of curiosity, and the music track sounds like it's playing with itself with curiosity. And the texture seems to be thin. Then after that, it's Ulbrick. Plays in relation to the Ulbrick. He was a former warrior, now lives in a village, and is protecting people from harm. Sounds like you experienced a heavy war, and now you have to deal with the aftermath. I am Digley, yes. And then Primrose, I know when this plays. I've already... You want to know what this guess when this plays? It plays when she's performing. All right, let's do Tressa first. I love this soundscape so much. You can hear the hope in it too. It's cool. Hello. I love when the clarinet takes over. Hey, Metal Wolf, what's up? Love that little syncopation there. It's so fun. Yeah, the lower register of the harmonica is so warm. I love the little castanets there too. It's so nice. So much fun. I just adore this lower clarinet sound. And then that bounce in it. I mean, Nishiki is such a terrific composer, man. And so the little bit of dancing in there, so much. It's so nice. What a great soundtrack. Yeah, I love that soundtrack so much. All right, Ulbrich the Warrior. I think I remember this one too. Oh yeah, this one. So beautiful. I love the snare so much. Love the space there too. It's so beautiful. It's just so grandiose. It's like such a terrific piece. Ow, Luna. Ow, 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 ow. You're on my key. Hold on. I gotta move your butt. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just hold on. You're fine. Just lay. Just lay here. All right. Primrose. Just lay. Pretend you're taking a nap. I love Primrose's theme, by the way. I love the bass too. I love the way, oh man, it's such a good piece of music. I love the hope in that sound too. You know, like there's a lot of possibility within it. It's really, really lovely. It's really lovely. It's so beautiful. All right, Apple Reach. Apple rabbits go home. What does that say? Bautua din Moldova. You've never played this game. Perfect. Oh, yeah. So, funny story. So, when I was a kid, there was a band that was at the Sanremo competition in Italy. It was actually in Borat, too, later on. Oh, man, I wish I remember the name. Anyway, it was the style. It was the style of music. It's terrific. Perfect. It's delightful. I love it. Anno 1800, not to be confused with Anno 1800, which would mean 1800 asshole. 5 winters. It's time for yet another Anno 1800 track. This is the track. This time it's a track from one of the DLCs, The Passage, that introduces the Arctic as a playable map. Storyline for the DLC is quite tragic, and a lot of the music tracks in the area reflect that. Will do, Carson, yeah. Hey, Tim, thank you. Not off the top of my head. Just Sonic, anything, pretty much. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That was just stunning. I wish it was 4 minutes longer. That was so beautiful. Grammar from Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Favorite short game about grief. It was a heavy but experience, so absurdly therapeutic and ultimately hopeful. It somewhat fixed my depression. Jesus, okay. Really? Absolutely visceral. I love all of that. That was really, really, really powerful. Yeah. Like so bleak, you know, like a little bit of hope in there, but mostly just like bleak. Honestly, Zito, I don't think maybe we'll get to it next week. Yeah, we can always make accommodations, of course. So don't stress that. All right, let's check out, let's see. Dontrell. Oh, Be My Honey. Have I heard this? Can't remember. I love when lyrics are actually really devious when a happy melody. It's so fun. It's like so musical theater coded with like obviously a bit of anime sound as well. It's very musical theater. It's fun.
My heart is pure as lace and laced with pure pride. My pearls are wildflowers begging for your eyes. My hoops are poison and waiting to collide. Come play with me, darling, you'll be surprised. It's a weary place, really hard. Oh, it's monotony, I'm very alive. I'll turn the stars in the sky. I want to see my name painted in lights. To win your love, I'll do just anything. Oh, there's always something more. Yes, there's always something more in mine. I'll be the big 60-pound magazine. Fill up my concerts and roam in the street. On the street, I'll be your final love. I'll be one. Somehow not enough. It can never be enough. Look at me, look. I'll take your.
I appreciate that. It's like telling a story. Actually, it's amazing. I was thinking to myself like, how would I even analyze this? But it actually would be incredibly fun to analyze this.
Oh, gods, again. I think you shouldn't say.
God, I just adored that. You know, it's just so charming, and I think realistically for me, like what makes that so amazing is the fact that she's essentially like she's expressing so much. You know, like the text does such a great job. It's like tongue in cheek, but it's also so incredibly serious. You know, like that's the thing that is so amazing about that is that it's like, don't cross me, motherfucker. But also like, I love being with you. And like, I love spending time. I will fucking, you know what I mean? Like in the dichotomy there. And what's cool is that it's not like something like a Jekyll and Hyde with like the confrontation, right? Which is like two very distinct characters battling. This is one person who will literally like not allow you to usurp her. And so she's calm, cute, like demure, but she's also like devious, deadly, and hungry for victory and for, you know, like she's, and also like the personality also leans in on the voice. There's so much playfulness within like the, I'll be your queen, honey bee, baby. And the reason why it works so well is the enunciation. The enunciation is what really takes the cake. Now, obviously, there's a bit of nasality in the voice. There's a bit of like pointedness. But throughout this entire thing, like she always sounds demure and gentle. And I love the dichotomy of that more than anything else. Now, it also has this really fun musical theater quality as well. Oh, bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. I'll be my queen, honey bee, baby. It's also written in a range where it's not crazy high, and I think that also lends it to like a sort of like very like, I'm talking to you right now. I'm gonna punch your throat and kick your balls. You know what I mean? Like there's a quality in the music that is just so effervescent that really sends it home. It's so much fun. And it's just delightful. And beyond all that, it's exceptionally catchy. And I think that also is just amazing because that is an earworm. And one of the cool things about like Soken in general, but also just this style of like pop musical theater-ish is that melody is the thing that drives it home. And melody is the thing that like allows that to really stand like the test of time. You know, like that will still be fun to listen to. Literally, it's timeless. And I mean, yeah, obviously it pertains to a specific thing in a video game, but you could listen to that out of context and you could still elicit so much delight from that. But like, whoa, these lyrics are like, what? You know what I mean? Like there's a totally inherent playful quality in that. I also think that the suppress thing that happens, literally just at the very end here, does a great job of like creating that sense of the B. You know what I mean? Like we also get some. I also think that the speed of the lyrics, mind you, as well. Also, that's the thing that is the buzzing of the B. You know what I mean? Like there's these little tells because I mean we're pretending to we're obviously like not a bee, right? But Be My Honey with the honeybee outfit, that obviously is what's it, like animalism, like we're pretending to be an animal. And so like the way that we do that vocally is essentially having a buzzing quality in the nose. So it sounds kind of nasal and kind of playful and so on and so forth. And then also we talk a lot. We chirp essentially. Like listen. And this is the musical theater section. You hear this in like you hear this in Grease. You know, Grease is a really common, like, you know, this is not a Go Grease Lightning type style, but like this is very dum dum dum. I really should have known about bop boop. You know what I mean? Like. So, I mean, first of all, what an incredibly catchy melody. But the thing that really sends it home is, again, that point, I'll be your queen bee, honey, be lovely. Right here, you know what I mean? And also, the way that the bass is playing in the background, you get tons of buzz in that. Check this out. But the lyrics, like, it's not like each section is like the good and the dark or the bad, right? It's intertwined. This girl is crazy. Honeybee's crazy. Because of the way that it balances between the two. You know, like, I mean, listen again, just for the sake of like argument. Heed me well forever just because. Queen bee, honey bee, lovely, your one and only champion. Right, so I'll be your one and only champion. And then watch the switch, ready? I'm royal, with me, love me again until the end. Queen bee, honey bee, lovely, so I'll be adored by workers near and far, which again is like confidence and ego and like like, you know, kind of charm. But then at the same time she says, I'll let you be my little drone, honey, so long as you never cross me, is when we get a musical shift here. And then she's like, oh, I forgot myself, you know what I mean? And then she like wakes up and she's like, never mind. You know, I really should have said whatever. And then the little dig at you're as good as dead. Yeah, it's charming as hell. Man, that's really catchy. Beware of the sting of your pitiful defeat. And again, it has that. But again, this is the thing that I really love about counterpoint in music, where like that's all positive sounding. Like none of that is negative, right? There's no like connotate, like the connotation is in the words, but the musical connotation is bright. It's playful. I love it. So it's like the defying expectations with like a zhuzh of like loveliness, lightness, grace, playfulness. But the lyrics are the thing that are kind of messed up, you know? Just like the tiniest bit of seduction. My heart is lace. What did she say? My heart is pure as lace and laced with purest pride. she's a little seduction. It's a little femme fatale, a little tsundere, because my. Oh god, that's so funny. Begging for my lace and frills are begging for your eyes. My lips are poison and waiting to collide. Come play with me, darling. You'll be surprised. This world. And then so she's basically saying like, man, life kind of sucks. Like everything about this is so lame. But like she's just like a happy girl that like also like you just don't want to cry. Obviously, oh my gosh. She needs a little zhuzh, you know, a little spice in her life because she feels like she's buried alive. And I love how too with this vocal line, you know, this is a very lyrical part. The world is about a it's very like lamenting kind of, and it still keeps the zhuzh, especially underneath, but like the legato here is funny because everything else has been really kind of sharp. But instead of this is almost like a Somewhere Over the Rainbow vibe, you know. But then again, we get this confidence. I want to outshine the stars in the sky. And then there's the ego, you know, so nothing's gonna get in her way from success. But also, hey, you're a cute distraction. I'll pay attention to you for a second, but don't you dare overstep my boundaries, because I will fucking kill. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just do anything. There's that, and then you hear the electric guitar. There's a bit of like, but there's always something more. Yes, there's always something more. It's very, very Tim Burton mixed musical theater mixed with like pop. It's very cool how it like sort of Soken's always good at this. I mean, like blending different genres into one like thing. Also a little bit of an anime opening. It's amazing. And here's the nasal again, right? And these are all the ambitions, filling up concerts and crawling the streets. There's always something, what did she say? I'll be the face you see in magazines. I'll be the face you see on magazines. It's so bright and like, it's all very like mouth wise as well. I'll be your bada ba ba pa pa pee. It's all right in the mouth. She wants fans. I want to be your idol, but it's never enough. It can never be enough. She wants more. Look at me. I'll take your breath away. I love it. At the Arcadia. I love it too, like, as long as you'll never cross me, oh gods. And she like catches herself, and then we have three distinct musical moments there. We have the first part, which is the Queen Honeybee thing. Then we have the the shift as long as you never cross me. And then we have the, oops, I just caught myself. I was normally, my bad. I didn't mean to, I gotta catch myself. And yeah, it's adorable that she also says, champion. Yeah. Anyway, that's a really charming song. I'm actually glad that I finally listened to this. I love a good tsundere. As I've continued to explore anime, I find that tsunderes are my favorite type of character. Whether it's Ubil from Frieren, although I don't know if she's a tsundere, or Vera in Punishing Gray Raven, or the tsunderes are really fun. And this one feels like a tsundere, but like with like an edge of cuteness too. But you don't want to turn your back on her too far. Anyway, really, really fun. Oh, thanks for that. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Epona song. Ubil is a yandere. What the fuck is a yandere? What is a yandere? These definitions. Yandere. Someone who is lovesick. Someone who's been driven by insanity, by extreme obsession or love. And what's a tsundere then? I don't fucking know any of this shit. Tsundere is a Japanese term for character process that depicts his character who was initially harsh personality who gradually reveals a warmer, friendlier side over time. Oh. Can get oh, I see. Anyway, I don't know any of these names. Trusty Summon Steed music, absolute classic, never fails to transport me back to the 90s. Yeah, I like this track a lot. What the fuck is this? Why does it have the Daytona 500 logo on it? Dude. Daytona! Oh my god, I just fucking got it. Fucking backflips, oh my god. Jesus. What the fuck is that? Man, so many of you could have won a video game. This is the shit I was looking for Make Marco Laugh. Oh, not the first person. Oh, I should have kept going. That's amazing. Oh, was not expecting that. I was surprised that Epona's theme was in there. I should have known. All right, I have a serious question. Very serious. For those of you that have played The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Will I like it? You don't know me. You don't know my tastes. You don't know my likes. But let me explain. Did I see the WUWA 0.1 trailer? No. What's there to like about Ocarina of Time? Does it hold up? Not the water temple, that's fine. But I'm really tempted to stream it, but I'm really nervous to not like it. Now, the only two Zelda games I've ever played, so I never finished Breath of the Wild. I literally got to Ganon and I stopped because I just didn't care. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I finished the Link's Awakening. No, I actually didn't finish that either. Ha! So I didn't finish Link's Awakening, the remake, because I just didn't care. But that's a very, very, very specific kind of Zelda. I think I finished Oracle of Seasons when I was a kid, and I enjoyed that fine. So I don't love puzzle games. I like exploring worlds very much. And I like my games to move at a fairly quick pace. So the question becomes, I can play it on the Nintendo Switch, and I would assume that the characters are charming and worth experiencing. But like, I'm not really sure what I'm getting myself into with Ocarina of Time. You don't think it's a game to stream? It's slow. It is great, but it's not quick. OOT isn't as exhausting as BOTW. You would like it, play the 3DS version? My fingers are too fucking fat for that. I can't play, the only games I can play on that are like, the world is interesting to explore, not what's around the corner type. Yeah. Like, how puzzle intensive is it? Is it like non-stop? I've only done the first dungeon. Emulate the 3DS version. So that's my those are my thoughts on it. Can help you. Not a big Zelda fan. They're fine, just not my jam. How dare you have nuanced? You don't even think it's character focused? Okay. I'm waiting for Ahillion to answer because their name is literally Ahillion. So I know they're a super fan of Zelda. Have I played Wind Waker? Nope. That's a June problem. We'll be playing it from start to finish in June. I don't care how long it takes. The only one I've ever truly wanted to play was Wind Waker. Wind Waker has been on my like forever playlist. Like I just want to play it. I've never played it. So when I get that Switch 2, that will be the first thing I do. Or I guess just on regular Switch. But so I've never played Wind Waker. But Wind Waker is the one that appeals to me the most, arguably. One of your top Zelda games? Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm really excited about that. Which version? The one that will be on the Switch 2 or the Switch, that's coming, the GameCube one. I assume the HD remaster. You think I'll like Wind Waker? I think you cannot compare OOT with BOTW. Different design to philosophy and approach. Okay. So maybe we just hold off on Zelda until Wind Waker. We play Wind Waker and then we see where we're at with OOT. If I like get the bug, then because Wind Waker I genuinely want to experience. And ultimately that's probably the better way to approach a video game stream anyway. I almost bought a GameCube to play Wind Waker. I'm bearded. What's up, Booper? Hopefully I'll see you later for our TU1 update video or stream. Okay, well then never mind. Disregard what I said. We'll just keep that in the bag until it's time for you think I'd much prefer Wind Waker? All right. Cool. What's up? All right. Let's see. All right, I'm going to stop there. Well, maybe I'll play it on my own. Dragon Roost theme does go hard, yeah. So, all right, we'll stop there. We've got about 34 tracks left for this month. Again, if we get done early, I'm not sure what we'll do. If it means going back and getting to some others. But yeah, this was so much fun today, guys. I'm so thankful that this worked out really well today. I'm sorry about my internet. I'm glad that Spectrum, I reset the modem via Spectrum and it solved itself. So I'm really appreciative. Sorry about like the 4 streams today. I feel like we kind of kneecapped ourselves in terms of like people coming in and hanging out. But I definitely had a really good time. Thank you so much for such fun stuff. I haven't listened to the Project Wingman anniversary music, no. In terms of schedule for the rest of the week, tonight, well, in like 2 hours, I'm going to go eat and go for a nice long walk. Probably around 6 o'clock. I think, I don't remember when I set the time, by the way. I will be diving into the title update for Monster Hunter Wilds. It's also the first time I've played Wilds since playing like 80 hours of Rise, so it should be pretty shit. I'm really looking forward to hearing Mizutsuna's theme, hearing the Diva, checking out the Gathering Hub. Hopefully some of you will come and be a part of the Gathering Hub. I don't know how that'll work, but and then we'll fight Zoshia tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. We're doing Cantarella story quest and some miscellaneous Wuthering Waves stuff. So Tuesday we're gonna take a look at the soundtrack for Planetary Annihilation. That's one of the Romeo and Juliet tier OST listens. Also expect 2 episodes. So 2 episodes of Gurren Lagann went up today. Monday we'll have episodes of Apothecary Diaries, episodes 1 and 2. Between the first couple days, I don't want to overpromise because I'm trying to be impeccable with my word. Tuesday will be probably more Wilds or Rise. I'm not sure. Probably more Rise, honestly. I love Rise so much. But then in the evening, we're going to do opera with an opera singer on Tuesday. And that will be, what did I say? I think I said La Boheme again. La Boheme will be fun to watch. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I think it's been like 2 years since I saw it last. So we'll do La Boheme on Tuesday night. That's opera with an opera singer, where I basically sit down, break down the opera as it's happening live, which is very fun. Especially when I am in a good mood about my past career, which varies from day to day. Every week is very busy. So I'm really thankful that we got to take care of this and got to do this stream, because it's important to me to have these every Friday. So 850 to 250 EST. Sure, Zito. I mean, it just depends on it just depends if we even are still going at 3, but I'll do my best. I'm really looking forward to it. So in any case, thanks so much for hanging out. And those of you that want to be part of the Monster Hunter Wild stuff, I'll see you in like 2 hours. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Be well. Have a great weekend. If I don't see from you or see your name in the chat,